Yeah, really good, really confident, and I'm just really happy with myself the last week, and couldn't be more happy, I should say. And now it's a new tournament, and hopefully I can do well and bring my form into this tournament here, and go deep in this tournament. Yeah, I mean it's always strange, and when you play Australian, it's obviously difficult, and I know Marinko well, so it's going to be a little bit strange, but it's tennis. I've got to go out there and compete and try to win, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm looking to do as best as I can here, and win it if I can, and I think my approach last year to tournaments was a bit different. Now is I'm ready to win every tournament I play and give myself the best opportunity to do as best as I can, and I believe I can now. So I'm prepared to play well here, and hopefully I can, and I'll start on Tuesday and we'll see how it goes. I mean, you take 2 months away from tournaments, and you really you get to learn what you really want, and spending 2-3 weeks off and having a little break and coming back and training for about 8-9 weeks was huge for me. I had no time to train last year, and I kept playing tournament after tournament, and I improved so much the past 2 months, and the results are really showing, and I'm happy with myself. I've got to keep my head up and play well here and in Melbourne next week, the week after. Everyone always asks me if I have pressure, and especially like in Australia, I tend to feel like I always do have more pressure, but I play well for some reason. And ever since I was 15 or 16, that's when I started. I always played well here, and I love playing Australia. It's the best place for me to play, and I always do well. And it's time now to take it also away after when I leave and play well there. And I feel now I can play well here in Sydney and give myself the best shot of doing as best as I can in this tournament. So I'm ready to go. My confidence is there, and hopefully I can do well.
So what is it?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest problems that I had last year, I had no time to rest or train, and I played a whole bunch of tournaments in a row, and tournaments didn't feel like tournaments to me at a stage, because I was just playing, and I didn't know what I was playing. I didn't have time to train or prepare, and I think from now I've decided to play not more than 3 tournaments in a row, and have, I think, 2 weeks off after each sort of period, and that's when I'm going to give myself the best chance, is when I'm prepared and fit to play each tournament and give 100%.
Having those breaks, does it sort of give you drive back?
Yeah, it does, and that's what I need. And I think for me, once I play more than 4 or 5 tournaments, I get tired of myself. I stop focusing, and that's really what I'm set down to do this year, and just focus on the few tournaments that I play and commit and do well, and then train and rest after, and get ready for the other bunch of tournaments after that. Absolutely, I think obviously Joe and Gasquet are not playing, and they're very good, solid players and good players. So it's opportunity for whoever's going to take it, I think. But there's obviously a lot of good players as well here, and everyone can play tennis these days. So every match is important. You don't have to beat the whole draw. You have to beat 5-6 plays to win the tournament. So see how it goes this week.
Do you give yourself
I mean, anyone can beat anyone on their day, and I don't know how I'm going to play on Tuesday. Hopefully with the form I'm playing, I'm going to play well, and I believe I'm fit and confident I can play well and win, and we'll see how it goes on Tuesday. I'm just looking forward to that match, and I want to win. Yeah, I think that's when I play my best tennis, is when I am under a bit of pressure, and I love it, and it's a very different feeling, and I sort of experienced it in a different way last year in Wimbledon, and I wasn't quite ready for it, and I reacted differently, but I love nothing more than playing in Australia. It is honestly the best place for me to play in the world, and that's why I've done so well here the past years. So I mean, the pressure's always there. It's how you handle it, I think. Yeah, it wasn't that I fell out of love. It's just I got that drained and couldn't really put in 100%. And now it's more, everything I do now is more than 100%. And I'm committing to everything, and that's why I'm playing the tennis I've been playing the last week. And I hope I can continue, and it will, I'm sure, over the next few weeks. And I can't wait for this whole year to see how I approach it, and do really well. Mentally and physically, it drains you, and if you lack one, then I think you lose both of them, and both have got to be strong, and you've got to be physically strong for every tournament you play, and that's what I've realised. And you've got to be mentally on the go and willing to play every match and wanting to win. And if you can do both that and feel fresh for the tournaments you play, you give yourself the best chance to do well. But I've learnt, and it's just a learning curve. I'm happy it all happened in a way, because you learn from your mistakes, and now I can continue to go forward and look to something bright this year. I think after I stopped, I think I pulled out of Paris. I think I took 2-3 weeks off and took some time away, and didn't really have that chance to take 2-3 weeks off tennis during the year, and that's when I really committed and worked extremely hard over the summer. And my body's really fit now, and I'm playing tennis so well, and I'm just feeling 100% out there, and that's why the results have been showing, so hopefully they continue for me. I mean, I sat down and said, just played over 28, 29 tournaments and 3 Davis Cup ties, and the year before that, when I got to I think 40 in the world, I played 19 tournaments, and so there was a bit of I looked into that and obviously saw that I wasn't performing in probably 10 of the tournaments that I was playing, and I couldn't really, because my fitness wasn't there and mentally I wasn't there. And I think for me, I've realised that I need to be ready for every tournament I play, and the best chance I'm going to do that is committing to play three weeks, and having a week or two off, and then doing that consistently. I think the way now I've been playing, there's no stopping me, and I can do really well. And I'm not going to say I'll be in the top 10 in 2 months and 3 months. I don't know. It could take a little longer, or it could happen just like that, the way I've been playing. But I believe I'll get there this year. And if I keep up this attitude and the way I've been playing, who knows from there? Even could go even higher. Yeah, well, it's quite difficult. Like I said, I was on the road for so long, and it was my first big year on the tour, and I realised it is a really hard year and it's really difficult, and I didn't approach it well at times. And now I'm happy I've learned all this and learned from my mistakes, and now it's all going to come good for me, and I know what I need to do this year to give myself the best chance of being a better player.
What about Sydney specifically? What do you like about being here compared to, say, Melbourne or Perth?
Ah, man, so many good things about Sydney. I was at the harbour last night. It's pretty good. There's so much to do here. I think, looking back, I've played here well when I was 16, the qualifying, and, over anywhere in Australia really that I play is really good for me. But, I chose Sydney for a great preparation and lead up before the Australian Open, and I believe I can do well and give myself the best chance of doing well in Melbourne is to come here and prepare this tournament.
Last question, please.
Just on Davis Cup, do you still have a goal this summer, the way you've started, making it possible for them not to pick you for the title?
I mean, look, that's out of the question now. I don't think I'll be participating in that tie or the tie after in April, I should say. But after that, in September, if they need me and everything's available, then I'll be more than happy to play. And until then, hopefully I can get my ranking up higher.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.